my dear friends. I'm here to share a Halloween story. It was long ago on Hallows Eve. This story should be true of myself and friends who got together for evil purposes. We danced in the herb that night. My sister, her friends. We played with the devil's own Ouija board and brought back souls from beyond. Okay, well, we didn't. But how's that for a beginning? I'm going to keep the kind of Halloween mystery going, and I'm going to tell you about the true story that was fed off of. Cheers. Saturdays, I do a story and a sesh. And so let's have a sesh together. But I want to tell you about quite a long time ago. A guy who he sang in our band and he dated my sister and he had a friend and we had a couple of people over one night when my parents weren't home. Sorry, Dad, if you ever do see this. And they were away for a couple of days. I think Dad was on a trip and he took Mom with. But we were teenagers and smoking a bit of weed. Not getting into anything more difficult than that. So that won't explain what happened to us. Some of it's explainable, some of it might be just my memory playing with me over years of telling the story. But after a while, there were northern lights that night, and back in the early 70s, when you saw northern lights, we didn't understand them as much. They were still rather mystical to us. And in the Okanagan, because of the way the mountains are and you're in a valley, very often they call it the Okanagan Arch. It will look like you're inside a bird cage. Well, imagine that to a bunch of young people who don't understand it very well, who are trying some really good weed that night. So we got all mystical anyway, all wondering about the universe. And then we got out the Ouija board. And I know that Becky, my sister, her boyfriend, and I can't remember his name, was trying to play some tricks on us. So he told a story about an evil uncle that he was going to try to bring back. And then partway through it, he had to go to the bathroom. Then when we came back, all of a sudden, the lights go out in the hall. And really, it was just, he had unscrewed the light bulb so that any little movement of breath would make it go out. Little tricks like that. But it scared the girls so much that we decided to put stuff away. And then my sister goes to walk up the stairs, and a bat that we had been using and put away somewhere else was all of a sudden had somehow gotten upstairs and fallen down the stairs and just missed her. We said, whoa, that's enough. We opened doors, beautiful night in the Okanagan, opened doors, got, sat outside, and just from that night on, I have never done a Ouija board. I don't want to go in depth as to what happened that night because my memory's not clear, but I'm not going too far into the story because some of it sounds so unreal. Lights were going off. I think some of it was him playing games, but then he got scared, or he's a good actor and he's a better actor than a singer and he wasn't the greatest singer. But It was a really freaky night. That stays in my head. Stays in my head since I'm 54 now, so it's 40 years past because I was 14 when that happened. She was 16. So weird things can happen on Hallows Eve, and the mind can play weird tricks on you. So I hope you all enjoy the story and have enjoyed a smoke with me. I'm smoking Pink Kush from MMJ. Hi, MMJ. MMJTotalHealthcare.ca. I'll always give them a shout out. But I hope you have a safe Halloween. Look out for the children on the street. If you don't need to drive, don't. If you need to drive, try to do it after 8 or 10 because then the kids are home. Uh, this is their time, not ours. Cheers.